The horrifying death of Tia Rigg. Tia Rigg, a young girl, was killed in Cheetham Hill, Manchester, England, on 3rd of April 2010. 12-year-old Rigg was tortured, awed and murdered by her maternal uncle, John Maiden. At 2:17 p.m. on 3rd of April 2010, Maiden, who had an obsessive interest in pornography relating to paedophilia, awe and torture, telephoned his sister Lynn, Tia's mother, and asked for Tia to go to his home in Dalmain Close, Cheetham Hill, in order to babysit his 10-year-old daughter. When Tia arrived at 3 p.m, he drugged her with olanzapine, an antipsychotic tranquilizer that he had been prescribed. He then inflicted a horrific catalogue of Essex injuries on her before stabbing her and strangling her with a ligature made from a guitar string. At 3:45 p.m, Maiden telephoned the 999 emergency services and said, "Hi, I would like to report a murder." He then gave his name and address, and when asked by the operator what had happened, he replied, "My niece has been murdered by me. I have just finished killing her now." Asked why he had killed her, he answered, "Because I felt like it," and terminated the call. Police officers from Greater Manchester Police arrived at the address 2 minutes later. Maiden opened the door to the officers, who described him as chillingly calm, and directed them upstairs. They found Tia's body face up on the floor of a spare bedroom. A post-mortem found that Tia had suffered severe blood loss from the stab wounds and internal injuries, but the primary cause of death was ligature strangulation. On 4th of October 2010, 38-year-old Maiden, who pleaded guilty to the crime, was sentenced to life imprisonment with a recommendation that he should never be released, meaning he will likely remain in prison until he dies. Sentencing, Mr. Justice Keith said, "This is one of those exceptional cases in which the only just punishment requires you to be imprisoned for the rest of your life."